Hi, it's me again with Corel Tips and Tricks. Boy, that almost plays with your eyes on at least my monitor. This is a seamless pattern that's pretty cool. And if you'll take a screenshot of that right there, that's what you need. Well, we're going to go through this. I'm going to draw a little bitty ellipse and hit P. I'm going to go to Effects and Contour. I'm going to contour an odd amount of numbers, 9. Because when I fill these in, I want an odd amount of numbers. And you don't have to, but I'm going to go ahead and break the contour apart. But I'm going to go ahead and group it together so we can get rid of it. Now, I can do it several ways, but this is pretty easy. Take the Smart Fill tool and fill in every other one. And see, that way we come up with a good amount. Now, I can grab that other item and move it out of the way. I'm going to go ahead and group this together, Control G. And then I'm going to draw a square. Doesn't really matter what size, as long as it's pretty big. And we're going to take this node right here and go to the center of the page. Now, if we select both these, we can go intersect, and I just have that corner. Now, it's going to kind of seem redundant here in a second because we're going to I'm going to Control D and duplicate it. And there's a reason for this. And then I'm going to Control D and duplicate it. I'm getting the two-sided arrow. But then I'm going to take this one right here and I'm going to mirror it the other way. Then I need to grab my pick tool and I'm going to grab that node right there and have it snap to that object. Then I'm going to hit the plus key and I'm going to mirror it again 2 different ways. So it's just the opposite of the way it was. I'm going to move it out of the way so I can see it. I'm going to grab that node right there and get that right there. Now, if I would have left my square, but I'd easily get another rectangle. And, we probably need to group these together to make it work good. And then I'm going to get my square, and I want this lower square now. So I'm going to have it snap to there. I'm going to select everything, and I'm going to go intersect again. And that gave me this. Now, whoop, I meant to just delete this. Take this item, and this is a little bit tricky part. I'm going to go ahead and ungroup it for a second. So I can just grab this one. And I'm going to left click, right click. And now I'm going to take my Smart Fill tool. I do not need these 2 lines, but I need the ends of the lines and these lines. Now I can move my lines out of the way, and I have that. Control G to group, Control D to duplicate, and then get the two-sided arrow holding down your control button, and you get that. And then you could just keep going forever and ever and ever. And I could have made them smaller. And I'm going to Control D and grab this and move it over. I'm going to hold the whole thing, Control D. I'm not even grouping them together because I'm selecting all of them. Let me move that out of the way a little bit. And you cannot go, well, like this is, let's make this 12 inches. You can't just nudge it 12 inches. I'm going to show you why. Because I'm going to go ahead and group this together this time and move it, Control D and move it 12 inches. It's a different look, and that's not bad, but that's not what I'm trying to achieve. So you have to Control D and mirror it so it gets that effect. Then you can grab both of them, Control D, holding down the control button with the two-sided arrow. And, well, I actually messed that up. Control D, get the two-sided arrow, and you get that look. Now, you can see little bitty lines in there. I can actually see them. But if you will select it, and it takes a little bit of time because I made it so big. I'm going to make it a little smaller, and then I'm going to weld it. And sometimes this takes a little bit of time on my laptop. So if it takes too long, I'll just finish the video, but it's almost, I think it's almost done. It's having to weld all those little bitty lines together, much like this one has no lines. So it's taking longer than I thought. But there we go. We're done. Unselect it so it looks like that. And now you can't see those lines because it welded. That's the line of the page right through there. Anyway, that's a pretty cool graphic. Hope that gave you an idea or two, and thank you for watching.